No, no, no. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Just one moment. Okay. Okay. So I was saying to you that I had no idea. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was saying that the day I was going for application, just application. You know, I thought I thought I could just go there and ask them, guys, I want to study here. So when I went there, they asked me, "Oh, what do you want to study?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Um, do I have to know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
study?"
Mm.
You know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't know that I have to know that what I need to study. So
Mm.
they asked me that you have to choose maybe um you have to choose maybe three. You know. So we'll check which one
Mm-hmm.
is available and which one you qualify or meet the requirements, right?
Yeah.
So I went to this, what you call this, the guy who inspired me to be at university was the chancellor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the chancellor said, you talk too much. So you
Mm-hmm.
probably you probably need to study communication, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So uh
Yeah.
he said communication, international relations, and the other one was law.
Yes.
So I
Mm-hmm.
applied. It took a little bit longer. I was like, when every day I was just checking. They said they're gonna send me an SMS, right? After admitted or not admitted.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
and I think when you apply, most of the time you'll have like a student number. And I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a student now, without knowing that's just the number for whatever the case.
Admission,
Ex-
registration. Yeah.
for registration, yeah, yes. So
Mm.
after that, then I was like, every day I was checking. So it was taking blood long to get
Mm-hmm.
to get that approved. But then later on, I
Mm-hmm.
received the message you have been admitted. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm.
So now I have to go to class. So I went to university, guys. Where are my classes? They said, no, no, no. You still
Mm.
need to register. I'm like, what the heck?
Mm.
I still need to register? That's that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I'm still excited. I'm like, these things is taking long, right? Then I
Mm.
So you see, the first satisfaction was for me to be at university, like as I said.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm.
wished, and then I saw my friends, that I was playing basketball with at university, that I want to be one of them and stuff like that. So after that, then we went for registration. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, the registrations were
Mm.
open. Now the admissions were closed. It was now
Yeah.
a time for registration. So I
Mm-hmm.
went for registration, and there was like a long lines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then while I was there, I was hungry. I remember, and when I was hungry,
Mm.
I asked one of the guys to, I think it was a girl. I asked her that, on the line, on the queue. I said,
Mm.
please make sure that I get the line back when I get back. So I drove back home to go and eat.
Mm.
It was not far.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back, I found that
Mm.
I can't remember what the person was wearing on the queue.
Well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was busy asking people, right? So remember,
Mm-hmm.
this registration has got the people also that are first year or second year, third year. I didn't know that. I thought all of us are what?
Mm.
Actually, I thought everybody
Questions. Mm.
exactly. So I was asking one of the guys, I was somewhere here. And then one guy said, you were so rude to me. He said to me,
Mm.
actually, he became my friend afterwards.
Mm.
Actually, and he was
Mm-hmm.
actually took up a law. He said, where were you? Wait, did you leave any person? Do you remember anything? I was like, bruh, I was
Mm.
here. I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Where were
Mm.
you? So sit where you were. I said, no, where am I supposed to sit? Because people are moving. I can't remember the person
Yeah.
that I left. And then he just let me what? He just
Mm.
made fun that because I was talking and he wanted somebody to talk with, and he argued with me from the start, and later on we became friends. Then I registered. And I was like, oh my God, this is a successful look. I thought
Mm.
I'm gonna be satisfied. Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So going back, Bill Gates cannot You cannot be a scientist. Now look, um, just to fast track, we were in class and we were about 300 students, first years, like 300 in class. And remember, because the first year, first classes usually you are mixed, low students, whatever, because yeah, especially when you're doing what you call this, low, I mean not low, when you're doing academic language, because everybody has to learn how to speak. You don't say like a like for example, they used to teach us like if you know that if you see somebody smelling, if you realize somebody or one of your friends is smelling, you don't say you are smelling or you're stinking. You have to speak properly. You have to, maybe you don't need to speak. You can give that person Colgate, or you can give that person deodorant. You can give that person something, just a sign of, instead of telling the person you're smelling, or if so they were teaching us all those things and how to write in academics, how to write an assignment, how to write, how to get the vocabulary right in your particular module or program or field. So we met, all of us met then from different fields, and after that, then imagine, from 300, the number went to 180 something, and the number went to 30 something students. Now, up until to our own class, we were about 30 something, I think, somewhere there. I'm not quite sure. So we all finished. Not all, some of them gave up, some of them changed university, went to the other university, they transferred and stuff like that. And the number. What course were you doing? I was doing international relations, but there was also public administration. There was also political science. All these things do go together. So and there was also economics, there was other things, but mainly it was politics and public administration that was dominating after international relations, like foreign affairs. And I was specializing on security studies. So after that, then we all finished our completed our first degree. So remember, I just wanted a degree. I just wanted to be at university. Yes. Actually, I just wanted to be at university. While I was at university, I was like, I need to complete, you know? I just want to be in this class. I want to feel like I've developed, like this heart was there, you know? Then for honors degree, we were like, I think if I'm not mistaken, we were about 6, 7 in class. From the number of 300 to 100 and something to 30 something to 6, 7 or 8 students in class. Just imagine. Then for honors degree, others gave up, others went back, others graduated, others did not. Then up until I decided, like, okay, look, the first degree was bachelor degree, right? Because it was not, it was social sciences studies. It was not science, so it can be like a 3 years a degree. Then you have to do honors degree to make it like what, to have 2 degrees instead of 1. Yeah, so I did my honors. The clever students, actually, what they did was they had done 3-year degree, right? Yes. But when they go back to their countries, like foreigners in South Africa, they go back like people from Kenya or Tanzania, they would go back to their country and they would go straight to do masters, because in their country there is no 3-year degree. Yes. So in their country, they're assuming that these people, they have done 4-year degree. They don't know that these people have done only 3-year degree. So they skipped to honors. Yeah, they skipped honors degree straight for masters. I was like, wow, I should have done that actually, you know. So, anyways, I've accomplished and I did masters again. I'm still not satisfied. So as much as I learned, and the more I learned about, the more I was academic, the more I was pretty much not doing well in life. You know, I became more foolish. I became more stupid, if I can use that word. I became less knowledgeable, because before I went to university, I think I thought I wanted to do so many things. But university told me that you cannot do so many things. You can only do one thing. The one, yeah, the one you specialize on. So I was like, oh, okay. So as our issue of saying that somebody can say I'm good, you can never be good. Bill Gates has billions and billions of dollars, but he could not keep his relationship together. He could not keep it together. You could have asked these researchers, thousands and thousands of researchers across the world of Microsoft or Bill Gates, whatever stuff like that. He could have asked them to help him to keep his relationship with Melinda Gates. You could have asked her, how do we? This is a problem. Let's look at it and let's get the findings, and let me use the findings from this, and then I can use that to keep my relationship with Melinda together. That's how things were supposed to be done. Professors, the scientists are not able to keep their relationship together, because there's no way, there's no solution to this world. America says that it's one of the country in the world that always can come with a solution to any country in the world. But instead, they have caused more problems in their own country, and they've caused many problems to many countries. They've put, military bases all over the world, all over Africa, all over Caribbean countries, all over Asia. I think in Asia, there are about 26 or 36 or 26 or 36, American military bases. Just for what? That people doing drugs in that country, that people in the country that needs them, the African American in that country, the Caribbeans in that country, the Italian, Spanish, and East European people that are still going through a lot of hardships in America, but they cannot help them. They cannot build the houses. Have loans. People are educated. They cannot find jobs. Black people are marginalized in that country. They cannot get jobs because they have made these people to be white. They've made the Italians to be white. They've made Spanish to be white because the number for black people was increasing. You know, so they decided like, okay, cool. So since we have a few white people, then we're gonna make other people white, and that's it. That's what happened. So we cannot fix the world. America cannot fix the world. Cannot fix the world. It will never fix the world. They will never fix the world. Europeans will never fix Africa. They will never fix Caribbean. They have never tried to fix it. And these countries, these continents, these islands in Asia, in everywhere, Philippines, in all these countries, they cannot fix them. They only destroy them. So no one can be satisfied. America has never been satisfied. First, they wanted to be independent, American independent from British government. Now they thought that they're going to be satisfied by that time when they took that government from what? From the British. They thought they were going to be satisfied. They're still not satisfied. They still went to the civil war. They still took over other countries. They still created wars. They still killed the leaders from different parts of the world. What is the satisfaction? What satisfaction does America get? It has never been satisfied from the independence, from the slaves owning status, from industrial revolution. They have, from every president of America, each president has never satisfied America, has never been satisfied. Even the presidents, no president in America has ever been satisfied. What is it that each president has ever achieved? Every 5 to 10 years in America, each president has never been satisfied. There's Obama, still doesn't feel that he's satisfied. I'm sure he wishes to be the president again. There's a George Bush. He does not feel like he's satisfied. Or anything he has done is to get oil from other countries just to get their companies going and just to become popular, prestige, pristine. So no one will ever be satisfied. I think China has its own ways of doing things. Of saying, okay, we want to make sure we revive nationalism. We need people to love themselves. We need the people to love their country. We need the people to love their own nation, to love their own people. And I think China could be doing well. But everywhere, look at India. India could be most powerful country. But people are leaving India and look at the person, two people that are working out with Google, Facebook, Google and Apple. All those guys are from what? The CEOs are from what? From India. The guy the guy from Google is from India. The guy from I think Apple, I think it's from I'm not sure, but I think it's from India too. From the village, Hyderabad there. How come
Mhm.
they cannot fix India? How come these people they only go to America to be satisfied? They have a green card. Now what? Can you
Mhm.
help your village? Can you help your town? Can you help your India? Can you help your country? Can you be something? Can you
Mhm.
do something? Nigerians are all over the
Mhm.
world, you know. Each president that goes to
Mhm.
Nigeria become the president of Nigeria. He thinks he's going to be
Mhm.
satisfied and he's going to be able to satisfy
Mhm.
Nigerians. But what happens? Nigeria is
Mhm.
not satisfied. The president of the country is not satisfied. The country is,
Mhm.
people are still putting, having these trade hawking vendors, places that is quite dirty, the drainage, sewage, electricity problem, oil problem, gas problem, everything problems and things
Mhm.
like that, wars and separation, ethnic problems, secret society problems, all these things, and the things that they say, American says that Nigerians, most of Nigerians are actually, drug dealers or they're mafias, whatever. Is that,
Mhm.
can we say that is true? So that's what happens. Black people in Asia and in China that have been looked down
Mhm.
upon because they are
Mhm.
agents. That agents of European countries try to put things, to pin things, and to tell these people that they hate black people,
Mhm.
so that as a result, Chinese will not be investing in Africa. So all these
Mhm.
agents that are working towards promoting Chinese people in China to hate black people,
Mhm.
promoting Indians to hate black people. They see this to promote any these people in Asia, these people in the Caribbean, these people in South America, these people all over the world,
Mhm.
to promote them to hate black people. All these agents,
Mhm.
all these things that are happening, you know all these
Mhm.
Constantinople, Constantinople promoted this image of Jesus Christ, promoted this Christianity, because he was a philosopher. He was a guy actually who knew, although he was emperor, he knew that if you create the image, people will not believe in their own gods. They will not believe in their own
Mhm.
people. That is why China said, we don't want religion here. You need to love your family. You need to love your ancestors. You need to love your
Mhm.
astrology. When were you born? What day were
Mhm.
you born? How many elements do you have? In China, they have got five elements, you know. So,
Mhm.
what are your
Mhm.
elements? You should love and praise your elements, you know. So, these are the things that are happening. Who's satisfied? Because they do all these things to satisfy themselves, to say black
Mhm.
magic, black magic. Let's call this black magic, black crimes, black what, dark matters. All these things is just to be satisfied. But are they satisfied?
Mhm.
No. Instead, they're jealous of countries like China. They're jealous of them. So no one will ever be satisfied. Africa has
Mhm.
54 countries, and most of the countries can speak English. We have so many countries
Mhm.
that can speak English, but people are only satisfied with the Europe. That English is in Europe. No, English is in Britain.
Mhm.
In Britain, I think a few countries in Europe that speak English, but Africa has
Mhm.
more countries
Mhm.
that speak English. But when it comes to China, people say no. How come you're a black
Mhm.
person? You're a brown person. Okay, they call us black, but you're a brown person. Okay, but
Mhm.
why do you speak English? Because it's not your mother tongue. No,
Mhm.
they're right. They are right.
Mhm.
They are right.
Yeah.
They are right. Why can't you speak your language? Why can't you be able to speak your language? Or why can't you love your people? You know. So
Mhm.
these are the issues. So you can never be satisfied. You can never be happy. You can never be good. You can fight and get there, but while you're there, you need more. You can get
Mhm.
$100 today. You can get 100 shilling today, 100 rands today, 100 RMB today, but tomorrow you want
Mhm.
1,000. you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you can never be satisfied. You can never be good. No one has ever been good, and no one is ever gonna be good. Even if you do research, it's not gonna work.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not gonna work.
Life.
Life,
Mhm.
life.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
But we
I'm
keep
sorry.
trying.
Yeah.
Mm.